Hello everybody, I'm Lana, aka Creative Mommy of Two, and well, as you see, I'm working on a latch hook, so be right back because I need to wrangle my fabric and my yarn and everything. So first off, how has your week been? It has been already another week since I rambled to you. So if this is your first time on my channel, I hope you like it. I can warn you in advance, I am a bit rambly. Probably a bit how this week has been. I am also a bit ranty. But yeah, that's just me. Can't help it. If you don't like that, sorry, my channel might not be for you. So yeah. I'm first going to put my first colors down because yeah, that's just easier. Wrong one. Need to have that one there, this one here, this one here. Yes, I'm working on my latch hook this week. It might be that I get a little bit more confused because I need to count every once in a while. So, sorry about that. Yeah, again, I hope you had a fun week. What are you working on now? Are you also doing a latch hook, or are you diamond painting, knitting, cross-stitching, doing household work? Because yeah, that also needs to be done. At least in my house. And in my house, I'm the one that needs to do that, so yeah. Not fun, but it needs to happen sometime. But yeah, this week did not go according to plan for me. So yeah, if you've been watching my last videos, you might have known that, well, my husband needs to have surgery, and yeah. Last week, with everything leading up to it, yeah, it was not that fun, and it did not go as it was planned. So yeah, let's buckle up, get a bumpy ride, have a little bit of rant here and there, and everywhere, I guess. So yeah, again, buckle up. Yeah, if you watched my previous video, you know that I said that this week might not be a whip and chat, or at least not filmed on Monday, as I normally do. Well, today's Monday, so yeah, you might have expected, with me saying that, surgery did not go through. It got postponed. We'll get to that in just a little bit. So yeah, since we last spoke, basically everything about the surgery went pear-shaped. It already started Tuesday, but yeah, that wasn't the thing that we're like, oh well, oops, sorry. Moving this giant piece of fabric isn't always the most fun thing to do, so sorry if it shakes like everywhere. Need to count for a bit. Okay, done counting already. Well, basically not quite, but needed to count off screen, and that was done. But yeah, Tuesday, the hospital called when my husband was at work. Yeah, they obviously call on his cell phone because they need to reach him. And where he works during the working hours, he is not able to get his phone. So yeah, I was coming back home after work and it was like, I've been called 2 times by this number. What the hell? It is a 030 number. Like, from what area is that number? And I was like, well, I don't know at the top of my head. So I looked it up and was like, hey, it's from Utrecht. I was like, Utrecht? Why the hell would a number from there call me? Wait a second. The hospital is in Utrecht. You're not going to flipping kidding me that they need to reschedule, are they? So he's looking through his papers he has from the hospital and he found a number and it was from the medication department, call it like that. We call it a poli, but I don't know how what the English word is, so sorry. But basically like the department that goes for the medication and stuff. So it was like, oh, what the hell do they need me for? But yeah, they were already closed by that time he got home, so yeah, I took the papers to call them to work the next day and used the office phone to call to them. But apparently in the papers he got home from the hospital, there was just a small error in, so they needed to make sure that, yeah, because it was about the medication, that everything went well. But it wasn't an issue for him, so no worries there. So that was done. He was then like, oh, I still need to call my closest medical department where, well, my regular doctor, because I reserved my, what's the word, crutches? The walking sticks. It was like, oh, maybe I can, first so I can hopefully pick them up today. So I was like, you know what, I'm directly gonna call them. Like, hey, I had reserved the crutches because, yeah, they only have one pair there and for adults and one pair for kids. So because he needs them after surgery, they were like, you know what, when you know the surgery dates, contact us so we can arrange that they will be reserved for you. So yeah, when you need them, you will have them. So when he got the dates, which would be today, he reserved his crutches. Well, he calls to basically ask them if the afternoon would be okay if he would pick them up. Well, he gets a response that apparently they gave them to somebody else the day before. So yeah, you can imagine that we're all a bit like, wait, what? We need to reserve them, but you still don't keep them? Seriously? So yeah, it was basically like, yeah, you need to arrange them for yourself and somewhere in the area. We're like, wait, what? It's at that time Tuesday. I need them Monday. Well, and by that time it was Wednesday. Well, hey, I'm confused. No, it was Wednesday by that time because Tuesday the hospital called, Wednesday he called back. So yeah, it was Wednesday already. She was like, seriously? You're flipping kidding me? So yeah, no crutches there. So we're like, and they also weren't able to tell like if he could, yeah, get his money back, to say it like that, because if they were supplied for him, if he needed to go, well, outside of the military to get them, because yeah, the military crutches, to call them like that, they were already gone. So yeah, and we're like, yeah, we don't know, can't tell ya, sorry, and bye, basically. So yeah, husband needed to, he was like, I don't know where, how, or what, and I was like, well, you could call your insurance, they probably know. He was like, oh yeah, sure, duh. Why didn't I think of it? I was like, you know what, call them. They can know. Maybe they know if they're like a base in the area has like a doctor's office that you can get them from, or yeah, basically, maybe they know what to do. So I was like, yeah, I think I'm just going to call them and see from there. So basically, he was able to call them. Sorry, need to count again for a bit. There, two of these, two of those, one of these and one of that. Okay. So we're like, yeah, you can buy them, rent them from basically anywhere where you like. We just need the original receipt. You have a certain amount that you can spend. I believe 25 euros. You can spend on it every year or every 2 years. He wasn't sure, but something like it. So he could basically go anywhere, but apparently they had like a contract with some companies, well, some civilian companies, let's call them like that. So he could like basically get them there. So he went on a web shop from one here in the area, and apparently they didn't have anything in stock, at least not at this location. Checked for another, also not in stock. Okay, what now? Then he saw somewhere where he could rent him. They were for 50 cents a day. But he was like, yeah, but I don't know how long I need him. The only thing I know is that at least for 2 weeks, I can't go to work, but I don't know if I need the crutches for 2 weeks or 2 months. And yeah, after a certain time, they don't get paid for him by his insurance. So I was like, yeah, maybe it's cheaper to just buy them. So we went online, looked for that, and we found them basically like directly in his price range. We're like, because also we needed to have them like within a few days because he should have had his surgery today. And basically that meant that he couldn't wait for like a month. Just checking if I'm still, I'm still in view. Need to check every once in a while because I move everywhere, and again, I also need to check if I'm still filming. Wouldn't be nice if I'm rambling on and on and on, and I need to refilm everything because it's not filming. Would not be fun. Because then I'm also don't sure what I said and what I didn't. I'm confused enough as is. Coming again. Whoop, 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 whoop. Yeah. Oh, seriously. Yeah. What did I say? 2 of those. So basically it was like, I don't know for how long I need them, so yeah. And they also needed to come in quickly. So we went on a regular sales site. We found them for like precisely his price point. And they also came in with like, hey, buy today, get tomorrow. Instead of like in like 4 work days, which would be tomorrow for me now. So Tuesday. So it was like, nice, we have them in time. Good. That is all arranged. I'm sorry if there is a noise, but my plastic table thingy is ripped and the fabric of the kit is ripping over it, so sorry for the noise. So yeah, we get that all arranged, set up by like 11, 12 o'clock. So yeah, we're happy, we have everything. It's no problem. Then he wants to come home and he sees the hospital has called again. This time they gave him a voicemail, so they left him a little message and yeah, asked for him to call him back because they needed to cancel surgery. So yeah, he called him back once he got home. They were basically like, yeah, there is somebody that needs relatively urgent surgery. So he needs to be operated on Monday. He's already here in the hospital. So it's not something that can wait because he stayed like almost like a week just to have his surgery. And the neurosurgeon apparently only operates once every 2 weeks, one morning, only the Monday morning. You can imagine that we were not quite amused. Because, yeah, obviously, yeah, it takes some time to have a new date, and that's just in a month time. But at the same time, we can understand that if somebody has like I don't know, what do you need a neurosurgeon else for? But like something that is urgent. If my husband would have had something that was urgent, I also would have liked it if other people, well, basically gave up their spot and let him have his surgery. But it also means that we now have to wait. Luckily, we already have a new date. But yeah, because it's every other Monday, next Monday, that would be available would be the 15th. But my parents can't babysit that day because they are getting their new kitchen placed. And my mother-in-law isn't the happiest with having the kids overnight. Basically because we can arrange for my husband to go a day earlier and then me dropping the kids off over day and then me driving up there instead of having the kids overnight there and us being able to drive up in like 5-6 in the morning. And my parents are like, hey, bring them over, no issue. So yeah. And yeah, with our daughter, it wouldn't be a problem if they would be placing it in the kitchen because, yeah, she doesn't sleep in the afternoon, so she only might have been experiencing some noise, but that's all. Well, then I wouldn't give a fudge. But as our son actually needs to sleep in the afternoon, being it that he most of the time doesn't want to, but he needs to. Sorry, I need to check this for it. Am I in the right spot? Am I? Yeah, I am. Oh, phew. I thought I was completely off. But yes, our son needs to nap in the afternoon. We definitely needed to be at least a bit quieter. So, yeah. Some work wouldn't be bad, but not the entire kitchen. Am I? Sorry. Wait a second. I'm getting confused. It's going great today. So yeah, we needed to postpone the surgery 2 more weeks. So basically, Monday the 29th of November, we have round 2. Or at least trying to. But yeah, it's frustrating just for the fact that we've been waiting for a year and a half now to have our attic finished. And yeah, because of the surgery, we couldn't do it something like the last couple of weeks because, yeah, last 2 weeks ago by now, we reached agreement, like I said last week, and because we known that this week would have been surgery, we're like, yeah, we don't do anything like over the weekend before. And then this happened, so we were like, okay, we can do something this weekend. But yeah, it would be nice if we were able to start at least a week earlier. Because yeah, the more we get done, the sooner our daughter has her room and our son has his room. Instead of just basically a hallway with a curtain. So yeah, that's definitely the downfall, that my husband needs to go to a military hospital, and yeah, they don't use all the specialties as often as a regular hospital would be. And they have a regular hospital like literally like next door. So as far as I understood from my husband, they are even connected. So for certain things, they have an agreement that either like the neurosurgeon from the other hospital comes to the military hospital for surgeries, and for, I believe, the MRIs, people from the military hospital need to go to the regular hospital, just so they don't both have to have the equipment and stuff. But yeah, it's also the struggle if you need like a specialty that makes it able that you need to wait even longer, because yeah, they aren't there as often as they would be if you needed to have a visit with just your basically regular, well, hospital. But at the same time, as far as I understood, the military personnel have, at least for certain things, like a higher priority, so you get a little bit higher on the waiting list. Obviously, you're not directly like the next in line. But yeah, the military wants its people to be healthy and yeah, back healthy again soon. So. But yeah, that's whole stuff did. Yeah. Screw the planning over a bit. And yeah, with me being a little bit frustrated the whole time, especially our daughter picks up on it, and she is fussing and being a right pain in the behind, and like throwing temper tantrums for like no reason other than just to annoy me, because she can want something, and if I say like, if she wants to like color, I'm like, okay, first clean up your, I don't know, your toys or whatever. She then can throw a temper tantrum just because she doesn't want to clean up. And if I'm like, oh, go stand in the corner to cool off a bit, it gets even worse. And yeah. Yeah. What to say about that? She's just trying to test my patience, and I'm about to lose it. So yeah, that makes also some fun times there. not. But yeah, as we were like, we need to still wait another week for surgery, we went to go, if I got ahead, and my dad visited today so that we could, yeah, put some stuff that we had basically collected in the attic again to the dump so that we could make some space again, so that we could move along and yeah, get the I don't know what for sure if that is the right word that I'm looking for, but plasterboard. I believe it is plasterboard that you call it in English that we had. So my dad also came and helped us get that down. Luckily that went all smoothly. So there's just one spot we need to pull the insulation out because it is so strangely done that if you leave it like this, well, it's not the insulation that is the problem, but it is the wooden beams, let's call them like that they made over them that are causing the issue. They are too thick. So if we leave them like they are now, we can't open the windows. I'm sorry. It's my baby monitor. I'm just going to turn it off for a bit now. Otherwise the beeping sound will probably come back. But yeah, with those beams too thick, we can't open the window. And if we want to screw them off, we already know the whole insulation will come down. So we'll probably let it come down in a controlled way and catch it up and try to fill some other places, because we saw it's basically like a paper fabric-y kinda insulation. It's just loose, so basically try to get the plastic in other places loose a bit and then get the stuff from the ceiling and stuff it in there. Because yeah, we have that stuff, so why would we? Why would we waste it? So yeah, and if we have some stuff still left, we decided to take open some of the wooden floor planks and stuff it under there, so we also would have like a little bit of a noise cancellation and otherwise insulation. Starting at the parts that are on top of our bedroom, so we don't hear her stomping around, and yeah, it also makes it a lot easier for us, because if somebody's sick in bed, you don't want to have a kid stomping around over you. And it's going again. And one of these. But yeah, we now need to call company to have like price estimates to what it will cost to have new plasterboards up, and hopefully don't run into the same issues, because I'm not about that now. Ah, that would be hell if we have to go through it all again. But yeah, at least the old plasterboard is down now and we can start looking ahead, because we now have some visual change there. So at least the feeling is that we're moving along. Now it's hoping that the price estimates won't be too expensive and that they will have time. Like hopefully the beginning of like the new year. Because if we have to wait till like May of next year, that also wouldn't be fun. But yeah, then we might consider doing it ourselves. But we'll just need to wait and see. But yeah, since we expected it to take a little bit longer today to have the plasterboards taking off and bringing them to the dump and stuff, the kids were at my in-laws, so my son could nap there, and my mother-in-law also offered to have her daughter there so that I would have my hands free for a bit so that I could help, which I thought was nice. So I took her up on that offer and I helped along a little bit on the attic, and when my husband and my dad went to the dump, I could clean up all the things and take a shower and stuff like that. Mop the floors because, yeah, plasterboard gets everywhere. So yeah, and after that, when they got home, my dad left so he could work along on his own home because, yeah, as I said, he has his kitchen replaced, so there's also some things he needs to do. 3. So yeah, my husband took a shower, and after that we went to the electronic store because we saw a deal and we're like, yeah, we can wait for Black Friday, Cyber Monday, but yeah, this still is quite a good deal on a new dryer. It's not one that we're like, basically in a month time there will be better, so we're like, you know what, it saved us, I believe, like around 200 euros on a dryer. So like, you know what, we're just going to do it now. We are already debating on it for like half a year, if not longer. I know we're debating it for a couple of months, like actually looking. I've been waiting like since last year, if not even longer. I was like, maybe we should start looking because that other thing is like already turning 8 and it's getting used quite a lot, especially with 2 kids now, and also with 2 cats, with one of them being sick too often. And actually, like last year, in the beginning of the year, when we still had our other cat, he was also ill in the end quite a lot. So yeah, we had quite a lot of changing bed sheets in the couple of years with the cats. Most of the times because they have a medical issue, and for one or the other reason, Lucia, if she has a medical issue, most of the time she either stops eating and throwing up quite a lot, or she starts peeing like basically everywhere. Which isn't nice, so that's why we nowadays basically have like 2 sets of everything on the bed. Well, one on the bed and one in the closet, so we can change, and I can directly change wash everything. But yeah, that doesn't make it fun at times, and yeah. With the kids, they also have accidents and they make messes quite often. And yeah. So the thing gets used quite a lot. We had bought a new washing machine, I believe this year or last year, so yeah, it was necessary. So yeah, this was quite the week. How long have I been rambling and ranting? Not as bad. I thought it would be worse. But yeah, hoping that next week will be nice. Don't think we have a lot of strange things on the agenda. So it will basically be the same stuff as always. Cooking, cleaning, feeding everything, washing everything, and starting all over again. Yeah, and then trying to get everything figured out for the attic so we could move along with that, because hopefully, fingers crossed, everything goes smoothly now and we can move along at least somewhat faster. But yeah, we'll see. And otherwise, we'll just entertain ourselves like we usually do. And yeah, hopefully, with like my stress hopefully getting down a bit, because we now have like a little visual start on the attic, and hopefully have everything at least arranged soon. Hopefully my stress will go down and my daughter also will try to behave. And yeah, our son hopefully also behaves, because he is in a little bit of a annoying mood lately. He lately figured out that he can get on our nerves by touching everything he isn't supposed to touch. Like last week, he even changed the settings of our oven, at least the clock part. So yeah, not fun. All of a sudden I looked and it was half an hour later on that clock. Well, I saw him do it, but that's why I know it was him. Yeah, speaking of clocks, the clock went back last weekend. How did it all go for you? If you have small kids like I do, how did they react with, changing up everything and stuff? Our kids went well. Our daughter luckily didn't give too much of a fuss about it. Yeah, she's tired a bit more, and because I tried to keep them in like the old routine, so like changing it bit by bit. I didn't, at least tried not to change it like a complete hour, but like 15 till minutes to 30 minutes something yesterday, and something like the same today, and maybe the rest tomorrow or something, so that the schedule isn't like completely thrown off. But yeah, our son still, he wasn't on board with it, let's say it like that. And somewhere I didn't go right. Okay, I need to count this again. Okay, I know. I need one more there. That was good, but I just missed one. But yeah, our son yesterday afternoon just refused, like in any shape or form, to sleep. Yeah, he was in his bed for like an hour being quiet. So we just let him lay there, but yeah, he didn't sleep, and he was really tired in the evening. Also today he wasn't like quite happy. Well, he wasn't quite happy waking up. He apparently was happy at my in-laws. He didn't want to go quite to sleep, but yeah, he needed to have his diaper changed. Then after that, he still was a bit fussy, but according to my mother-in-law, he fell asleep. But I need to say, I highly doubt it, because when we went to pick him up, he was, basically a bit extra cuddly. He is a cuddle bear, for sure. He really likes to cuddle. And believe me, I am not against that. I absolutely love it. But when he is tired, he gets extra cuddly. And yeah, we were directly like, I don't think he slept well, but we're like, yeah, we're not going to argue with my mother-in-law because if she believes he slept, he slept. But yeah, we only got our baby monitor that only has sound, so you can see if they sleep. And also our daughter had the same issue. She would be really quietly playing in her crib, and yeah, you would think that she slept, but she didn't. And if he slept, he was in his bed apparently, sleeping for an hour and a half, which is already short as is. So we're like, I don't think he slept. And if he did, he didn't sleep that long. He didn't sleep an hour and a half. So yeah, we just needed to put him in bed today a little bit earlier than usual, so he could sleep off a bit more. And hopefully with a couple of days, he is back in his usual rhythm. So yeah. Hopefully all goes well soon. And yeah, hopefully I will have a bit more of a fun whip and chat next week. So yeah, these are the last views I need to put on here for now. And I'm just going to leave it here with that because, yeah, I've done enough and I rambled long enough. I don't want to keep you here for 2 hours. Because believe me, if I want to, I could. But I'm not. Because I also can't listen to myself for 2 hours straight, so. So yeah, I hope you liked this rambly, ranty, long video today. I hope you're doing well, and hope your family is doing well, and yeah, again, I hope you liked this video, and if you did, well, you know the drill. And next week I will be back with the usual whip and chat in diamond painting form instead of latch hooking. And yeah, I hope to see you then. Bye guys.